Good morning, everybody. Wanted to show you a new process we have here in Field Service Lightning. It's for placing your par orders. So we just can go to our show actions and select par order, put in the date we need the parts by, and then select the part category, our first part category. So all these new parts, or all the parts that we have, are split up into different categories to keep the list from being way too long. When you get done selecting items in a category, you can move on to the next category. One important thing is you're not able to go back to a category that you've already been through and submitted. And this is to keep from having issues of items dropping off or double ordering items. So you can only move forward in the list, but you can jump around to different categories. You just can't go to a category you've already looked at. These items do have in them a validation field for the quantities. So if you get the validation failed error, that just means that at least one of your fields has too many items that's beyond the par limit. So if you get that validation, you can scroll up, it'll be highlighted, and it'll have the par limit on it. And then you can move on to your next category once that's been corrected. So you can go through here. I'm showing just some of them scrolling through. Really important that we move to this process. It's going to allow for a quicker order fulfillment over on the production side. Also, it's consolidated everything here in Field Service Lightning, so we don't have multiple pieces of paper and you're not having to print things out and stick them in boxes. Another important thing with this new process, as we continue going through these lists, is that there may be a part that's missing. We think we've done a really good job of putting these together, but just earlier today in my conversation with Nico, Marco, and Hector, which we'll be posting later today for you to see that conversation about this process and learn more about it, it was discovered that we had actually left off a part inadvertently. And so we're adding that part in. It's the bulkhead for putting in level sensors. But if you see a part or you notice that there's something missing from these lists, post in the FSL feedback channel the name of the part number, and recommend a category for it to be nested under. You'll see here when we finish, we're going to get a list of all the exchangeable parts with the part number next to it. Originally, we had this only showing the parts that you needed to return from your selections. However, that formula was throwing an error. And so we had to show it where it's the full list, but it will show that quantity next to what you need to return. Make sure those get turned in. And here you're going to see I got an order confirmation in my email, and it's going to show, again, all of the items, but the number or quantity of each item that I ordered next to it. If it's blank, it means I didn't place an order. If you notice that you missed something, you can always just submit another order. So that's it for the new parts ordering in Field Service Lightning. I hope you found this helpful. If you've got any questions, post them in the comments below.